friends and strangers of the internet, I am the Rat King, and I'm bringing you a video today on my blast. Ukko, the Thunder God, the Rod Bender, the Mount Breaker, the Bolt Shaker, you might say. And I got it running again. Running pretty good, if I say so myself. This is a terrible idea. I'm gonna go give you guys a walk around the whole bike, all the things I've done to it lately. Actually, just all the things I've ever done to it, pretty much. Modification-wise, not necessarily repair-wise, because I don't know. Like I replaced a motor mount, but I replaced it with another stock one. Obviously, I'm not gonna explain silly little stuff like that because it's like, whatever, you know. Alright guys, here it is. Let's start at the front, I guess. So we got, these are the stock hand controls. Obviously the mirrors, I got some bar end clamp-on mirrors there. I made the handlebars, as you can probably tell from all the, you know, sketchy looking welds. Got these mounts welded onto the frame here, which is also the oil tank. This is where you fill your oil there. The tank's from a 2016 Fat Bob, or something like that. I think that's what it is. That's pretty close anyways. Which was a fuel injected bike. So originally it would have had a dashboard along here like a lot of those Harleys do, and a trapdoor here that you could take off to service the fuel pump inside. But I don't have a fuel pump. I got a carburetor here, so I just got a petcock adapter here, and just here's the petcock. Shut your fuel off or on, put on reserve, whatever. So I put a clear sheet of plexiglass so I can actually see how much gas I have inside my tank. And then obviously I got my live to ride, ride to live, Harley Davidson cap, gas cap right there. So the seat here is some foam that I got, and some waterproof vinyl that I sewed into a, you know, cover for it. It's not done, that's why it's zip tied on right now. The whole subframe from here back is my own creation. This taillight is from some Harley. It's actually flipped upside down. The swing arm is from a Buell Ulysses, which is an adventure bike that Buell used to make. The wheel's also from that. The shock is from a Buell Lightning Low model. The shock mount I made from just like sheet steel. Well, not sheet, I guess plate would be the better term. Sprocket here, it's a Vortex sprocket. It's aluminum. The chain is getting rusty because I've had it sitting for so long, and I'm gonna need to make a idler, like a tensioner. Keep this up a little bit, just so I'll be able to adjust it. Right now it's okay because the chain hasn't stretched yet, but as time goes by it'll get longer, and then it'll be way too slack, and I'll need to do something about that down the road. My foot peg mounts, these are from the Blast, but I cut them off of the big brackets it originally had. Just weld those together there. And it's also holding my exhaust still. And I'm not going to touch that actually because I'll probably burn myself. As for the exhaust, I made the exhaust by hand. I have a video in which I welded some of that up. And my intake, I just got a straight velocity stack right now, which I'm going to need to change. My carburetor is made from a couple different carburetors. So the main body is the stock Blast carb, which normally has an auto choke and a throttle position sensor. I didn't want the auto choke, but I wanted the throttle position sensor. So I found a kit intended for snowmobiles that I can stick in and eliminate the auto choke. But then that allowed me to continue using this because this is the only CV40 that has a throttle position sensor in the same way, and I didn't want to mess with my ignition at the time. And then, as you can see, this part of the carb's really dirty. This part of the carb is also dirty, but less dirty. From here down, it's from a Sportster from, well, back when they were carburetors. That's pre-2004. And I got an accelerator pump on there. This is a drill bit that I just hammered into there and cut off. So, and it works great actually. So that just means that when you open up the throttle, at first it'll give a shot of gas just directly into the intake. Because without that, and on the stock carb, and on most, well, a lot of engines have this small problem, which is that when you grab some gas, the throttle will open up and there'll be a rush of cold air going in, which is fine. But then it takes a second for the gas to start evening out so that it'll become a good mixture again, so it leans out on like the, well, yeah, it gets just, yeah, the fuel mixture just gets a little bit lean when you pump that throttle. But with the accelerator pump, you don't have that problem as much. In this case, it's not at all probably. In fact, it probably spits in a bit too much gas, to be honest. The cylinder on here, it's an aftermarket, it's an NRHS big bore high compression kit. It's a 515 kit. I did not go for the bigger one because I didn't want to have to get my cases bored by someone else, because all this work I've done myself. I have some cams that I'm going to be putting in, but I'm going to have to tune it more after I do that, so I'm holding out on that job for now. Oh, and I got my battery up here, just a lithium battery there. Friction fit plus a zip tie. There's going to be some more stuff I plan on doing. I'm going to redo a lot of the front end stuff. I'm going to try and make a steel fairing, maybe even with a little windscreen. And I'll probably have it like bulge out for the master cylinder here and stuff. I think it'll look pretty cool. I don't have immediate plans on that. I don't know exactly what it's going to end up looking like, but whatever it is, it'll probably be pretty cool. And it'll have a fender built in, so I don't mount my fender down here. It'll be probably up a little higher, maybe going down. And I eventually want to add a skid plate off of that bracket there, which held the stock exhaust system. Yeah, that's my bike, what I've done to it, and what my plans are. Pretty well covered, I'd say. So yeah, I'm gonna hop back on it and tell you guys how I'm feeling about it right now. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty darn good about the Blast so far. I'm not totally done tuning it. Definitely not done tuning it yet. And again, I am going to put those cams in. I think I mentioned that earlier. Which will mean I'll need to tune it some more. It does howl pretty good once you get it up there, but yeah. Oh, also it's louder than I really want. I don't want it to be quiet per se, but right now, I mean, it's just a little louder than I really want, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it runs good, it gets pretty good mileage, it's not slow, I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the world, at least not yet, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it runs pretty good, you know? Starts up nice and easy, doesn't die on me. When I give it a rev, it gives me a nice little, nice sound. Oh, did that light just totally go past me? Wow. I hate these stupid lights that don't go off for motorcycles. But a car just pulled up behind me, so I should be good next time the cycle goes. In any case, yeah. Obviously it's not done. I mean, a rat bike is never really done, is it? Hey. But it's coming along real well. So yeah, if you guys like the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Well, we going slow now. We're going real slow. I don't know why I keep looking at my speedometer, because it's actually not accurate.